Alright, so we are going to do a little review on the head unit and dashboard of the Kluger. Now this is the outgoing model, but we just thought we'd do a review because we know a lot of people are going to be buying it now because they are in run out. Toyota is trying to get rid of these models, so a lot of people are going to be stuck with this model because they are cheap now, and it's a good option to buy if you don't care about this sort of technology stuff. Now, what we have here is an 8-inch display. This is the same display that Toyota uses, or has been using for almost 5 to 10 years, and it is not the best display at all. It usually comes in a 4.2 inch form factor, but they have made it into an 8-inch for this car, which is the very least you can put in a car this big. So it is a resistive touchscreen, so as you can see, it is a bit laggy when you click things. And you have controls here. They don't actually click, they just sort of just touch them and then it just goes. So you go, what you want to do is we go into, let's start with radio. You just click your options. Now if you want to change your sound settings, your bass, treble, your mids, you go sound here, and then you just go front and down, up and down as you wish. So you can't do it from home in settings. Now in home, let's go to apps. Now we have Eco app, which shows how efficient you are, which is not very, the car's been sitting on idle, hence why it's so high. You're going to be, there's your trip information. Setup, this is where you're going to have all your settings. General, let's turn that back. Excuse that little bump. System time, your beep. I want the beep off, to be honest. Color, customize startup image, animation. Now, what colors can we do? Oh, nope, it just got out of it. You can tell, not the best screen. 3-panel. I want 2-panel. Now, when you go to audio, if you click it twice, it comes up to the option where it has your FM, your AM, your Bluetooth, and rear. Because it has a 9-inch Blu-ray player in the back for the kids, you can actually put the power through there. Now let's set up, which didn't work before. Your Bluetooth setup. Rob's iPhone, that's not me. Haven't set my Bluetooth up yet. Telephone, connect your telephone. I still need to do that. Audio, FM radio settings, FM radio text. That's one setting. Hooray, that's great. DAB radio settings, cover art settings. Keep the cover art on. Toyota Link, this is their version of CarPlay, which is nowhere near as good. No point downloading or utilizing at all. Voice guidance, I'm not going to use that GPS, I'm going to be using my phone. And we can display settings, camera settings. Now there's, what other options do we have? You can do screen, you have vehicle customization. Door lock settings. Remote to press, select door style, obviously I want all of them. And there's your options. Climate settings, auto AC, efficient ventilation mode. Sure, you can be efficient. Light settings. Headlamps on, headlamps auto off, interior, exterior. Your times. Other vehicle settings, see how bad it is to click. Power back door opening adjust. So the back opens automatically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's basically saying at what height, I'm presuming, do you want it to open. Now 4 seems reasonable. 5 is the highest. And I don't know why you would do 3, 2, or 1. You can't get anything in there. If that's the actual setting, I could be wrong. Toyota Park Assist. So distance. Now what can we click? Obviously I want to see both orange and green alert volume. 1, 2, 3. Let's put it on. We want to see how close we are. And I believe that's all your settings. I don't really think, general. We've already done general. There's nothing really else there that you can really do. When you're in audio, you click your FM, and you can, settings is just that FM settings. There's not really much there. You can scan or go up and down, and then what you want to do is if you scan, or let's say you use seek, which is to go up and you can hold that down and it'll save it as a preset, which is another option. There's not really much else you can do here. It is pretty standard. If you're scrolling, you can save that and then just go back. Now the one thing I do love is on your driver's side, next to the start stop button, you press, it's called view. It has a rectangle and you click view, and this is unreal. I had a chat about this during my review, which I will link, and that is just so cool. So it's got one camera at the back, one camera at the front, and two cameras on either side, one on the left mirror, one on the right mirror. And that is so unbelievably cool, because when you're reversing out, like, sure, it's good to see behind you, but sometimes you just can't judge how close or how far you are. You might not see something coming from the corner of your eye in your blind spot, and this creates essentially an augmented reality, a 3D image of 360-degree view of everything around you, which is unreal if you're coming out of a tight spot or you don't know how close you are because you're in the car, and let's say it's on the left side where normal cars don't really have cameras on the left. Here you have a 360-degree view, which is super cool. It's actually awesome. Now you press play. So the play does a full 360 loop. You can pause it, play and pause. This is the best feature of this car. Then you press this button here, and oh, what are we doing? It basically does a more, oh, okay, we're spinning around, and it will do it like that. Now I'm pretty sure you can get it flatter, but I can't seem to get it working. I'm gonna just go into reverse. I have to move this camera for a second. And okay, so when you go in reverse, on your left is your 360 degrees. I put those guidelines on, the red and the yellow on the left, as you can see here. That tells you how close and how far. And then you can change this to have one red line, red and yellow, which bends, and then those weird ones. And then that gets rid of your 360. But why would you want to turn the 360 off? Keep it on. That's awesome. So that's when you go into reverse. Best feature. Oh, okay. That's new. I didn't know that. So you can click what side you want to see most. Let's say you're close to the left curb. You click left and it shows you the front left camera. That is super cool. You click the back left. There it is. Back right. Just, yep. Front right. So you've got 4 quadrants. The front left, front right, bottom left, bottom right. And you can click them. That is so cool. Nice work. All right, back to park. Now we're going to go on to the dashboard, which is, I'm just going to set this camera up. If it wants to adjust itself, that would be good. Okay. Now, you don't get an awful lot on this. Oh, let's turn this. Nope, you need to have it turned on. Car needs to be on. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for the warm welcome, Toyota. Do you press brake pedal and press engine to start? Okay, there you go, I'm starting. Okay, now you have 2 analog clusters on the left and the right, your revs on the left, and your speed on the right. Now the issue is with these is they're so thick that you can barely tell what speed you're on. Give or take 5-10 kilometers isn't very accurate because you get a ticket regardless. Now here you have a 2-3 inch little display that has all your little settings. You've got all-wheel drive control, which shows you how much power is going to each wheel, which most of the time is going to the front. There's your eco indicator with a bird, a leaf, and another leaf. That is your kilometers after reset, which and your average speed. Select item and press reset. Oh, okay, it's 2 prompts to just reset it. That's annoying. Then you have your sway warning, time until rest. And then just literally a black screen of nothing. Why could they not just put a digital speedo there? I do not understand. It's literally a black screen. Then you have your current fuel consumption and after reset. Don't be alarmed, it's high because it's been sitting on idle while I've been doing these videos. Then you have your music, which up and down just changes the presets. And if you push the middle button, you can change your source, which is cool. And on the right is so the top is your cruise control off, and the bottom is your lane keep assist, which is off. So if I press it on, lane departure alert turned on, steering assist active. And you can just turn it off and it's back to off. And that's no messages, that's good. Then you have language, units, eco. Yeah, that button always comes on. It's a bit annoying. Display screen. So that tells you what you're switching to. Drive info 1. Current bar time, average fuel economy. Fine with that. Drive info 2, distance, range. You can basically set some settings up. Pop-up display. That's your pop-ups that come up. Color. It's a weird color. Okay. Yellow. Oh, maybe we'll go to that weird aqua. Yeah, let's do that. No, I changed my mind. I want blue. No, I changed it again. I'm going to go to aqua. Sorry. Then, what other settings have we got? That's LDA. How sensitive is your lane keeping assist? Standard, sway warning. Yeah, I wouldn't go into high sensitivity. Forward collision, medium sensitivity as well. Perfect, that's what I usually do. Blind spot monitor, always have it on. And here's the thing that gets me. Power mode. Now, I don't want to have to go through all these settings just to turn power mode on. Because basically, it should just be a little flick of a button, but it's not. Anyway, so that's how you get to power mode. And that is the extent of your settings. And that's it. But if you press the 3 squares on the steering wheel, I'm going to try to show you this. Those 3 squares, that'll get you straight to your settings. And as I mentioned earlier, you've got this here is what gets your 360 degree, as you can see. So there is our tech review of the Kluger before it heads off and gets replaced by a new Kluger, a bigger and better one. And there it is. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.